Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be a portfolio update. I'm going to go through the portfolio, the holdings, the dividend income, all that good stuff. As always, you guys, nothing here is financial advice. Please go ahead, hit that like button if you are enjoying these videos. So this is the front page of my Snowball app where I basically track my portfolio. Today, you guys can see there's a bit of things in the red, a few things up in the green a little bit, but overall, when we take a look at the markets, it's been a little bit flat, a little bit down. The S&P 500 is kind of flat for the month. The Nasdaq is actually negative for the last month, and everything else you guys can see is kind of just treading water here. A lot of stuff just sort of sitting flat the last couple of days. We've had a lot of big rallies over the last couple months, but it just seems like over the last week or two, things have still been kind of trending downwards. News about the war, oil prices, stuff like that. Speaking of oil and gas and the oil prices, I will take you guys through a trade I did because I actually swapped out of ENCC, which is getting some really good price gains lately, and I did buy CMCL, so we'll cover that in the portfolio as well. So we'll take a look at the holdings. You guys can see here my top holding by price value is still HDIV. HYLD is coming in second place. HHIS is in third. Then I've got the Daymax with C-Day. I'm still holding Canoe EIT. And then I am building up my Q-Day position here as well with just over 2,200 shares of Q-Day. Sitting on my USCL position at just over 2,250 shares. And then this is what I picked up. I picked this up the beginning of the month, you guys, CMCL. So it's Global X all in one commodity ETF. So it's got like oil and gas, gold, silver, copper. It's got like a little bit of everything. And then it does pay dividends twice per month. So we'll take a look at the calendar and what ended up happening for the month of July. So for the month of July, HHIS paid about 24.85. HYLD paid just over 1,000. HDIV 1,037. C-Day paid 689 on the first payment. USCL paid out 529. Q-Day paid 506 on the first payment. My Bitcoin covered call ETF, I'm still holding this one because it's in my TFSA and I'm down quite bad in the price. So that paid 35 bucks. Canoe EIT paid 425 in the middle of July. And my second payment from the Daymax, C-Day came in at 692, Q-Day came in at 511. And then CMCL, I got my first payment from CMCL at 220. So that will be my new twice monthly payments from CMCL going forward. And then another payment from BCCC. So that ended up July at 8,265. However, I did also get a dividend from ENCC because I swapped it out for CMCL. So I was about 8,500 for the month of July. And then looking forward into August, we're sitting at about 8,570 based on the current distributions going forward. We're going to see those distributions announced for next month pretty shortly, probably by the end of this week. Now, as far as what I bought, we'll take a look back to the beginning of July here, you guys. See what all came in and what we ended up buying. So you can see here, this was the swap. I sold my ENCC, and basically that was the cost basis was 32,334. That gave me 1,881 shares of CMCL. So I picked that up right at the beginning of the month. And then I bought 86 shares of HHIS, bought a bit of HYLD and Q-Day. So these are dividends coming in, and buying some C-Day, 21 shares of HYLD, a couple shares of HDIV, another 17 shares of Q-Day, bit of HHIS, another 51 shares of HYLD. Bought a little bit more CMCL. So the price of CMCL has kind of been swinging over the last couple weeks. So I was down in the $16 range, picked that up. Bit more HDIV, a bit of Q-Day. And you guys can see the dividends came in. A little bit more Q-Day, C-Day. My dividends from Canoe EIT came in. I bought mostly Q-Day and HHIS, and then those are the rest of the dividends for the month. So you guys can kind of see I've been tilting a lot more towards building up this Q-Day position. I do want to get that built up because when we look at the portfolio, I already have just shy of 100,000 invested into C-Day. When we look at the portfolio, it's sitting at about 94,000 right now, and Q-Day is Q-Day's at about 65,000. So I definitely want to build that day max part up. But guys, as you can see, everything is pretty much in the green as far as price appreciation. So obviously, I am reinvesting. You can see that through the transactions. I am reinvesting a good amount back into the portfolio. But being in the green on most of these positions, it basically, even if I pulled all the income out, I'm not really going to be sweating it because my prices are at least staying stable or going up. HHIS might be the only thing that's not, because when we look at the cost per share, my cost basis is 12.38. So my capital gain is actually negative almost $11,000, but I've received over $22,000 in dividends. So that definitely makes up for that negative price gain. And of course, it depends when you bought into HHIS. I bought in that 12 over that $12 range. So that's why my cost basis is down. All in all, you guys, that's how the portfolio has been doing. I'm quite happy with it still. Like I said, the last couple of weeks have kind of been flat, a little bit choppy. My passive income yield is sitting at just over 15%, and my annual income is over $102,000 now. And that's coming out to about an average of $8,600 per month based off of diversified portfolio with all of these various funds and ETFs. Guys, if you're enjoying these videos, please go ahead, hit that like button. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down in the comment section below, and I'll catch everybody on the next video.